Okay, it's Wednesday morning. It is the 22nd of June, and today I just want to take a minute and talk to you about scarcity. Now, I know we said scarcity the last week, but it's something that I've been thinking about a lot. And I wrote a LinkedIn blog post, and I mentioned two ways of scarcity that we can improve on in the industry. I don't think we do a good job as a whole. So, number one way was obviously what we spoke about last week, and that was limiting the time that we allow the prices. So if we basically, somebody gets a quote, we normally guarantee that for 30 days. We've got to reduce that. It's got to be maximum. It's got to be an absolute maximum of 7 days. So that's what we've implemented. But also another way to get scarcity involved is on your website. You've got to copy. Yes, I said copy. You've got to look what other industries are doing, and other industries do this so well. For example, if you go on any holiday, we've been looking for holidays, and so if you go on any holiday website, it will say like 1 room left, 2 rooms left, 3 rooms left, and all of a sudden you're thinking, shit, there's only 2 rooms. Jet2 said there's only 2 rooms, and you're thinking, right, okay, shit, what we need to do is make an effort, and we need to make a decision now, and it almost compels you to make that decision. And so why can't we introduce that into self-storage? And it sounds stupid, but our competitor down the road, my old landlord that we all know about, on his website, so you can always learn something from somebody else. Don't be so pig-headed and don't let your ego get in the way. And I know other self-storage companies do this, but do you know what? The penny never dropped. The penny never dropped with me until recently. And on his website, it tells you exactly how many units are available. So on the 75 square foot, it might say 1. That's increasing scarcity, and it's got to be ethical scarcity, by the way. You should never ever lie, because you'll always get found out. So we never ever want to lie. We just want to have that ethical scarcity there. And so if there's 1 room available, why not put that? Why not put 1 room available? And so that's what we're implementing now. It's not something that Space Manager, I believe Space Manager don't offer this now to connect to our website, but I believe that my landlord's software does. Is it Spaceman? I'm sure. I'm not 100%, but I believe Spaceman allows you to do that. I could be completely wrong, but from what I don't think he's doing it manually every single day. And so I believe Spaceman lets you do. Is it? I don't know. Whatever he's. I can't remember what he's using anyway. I could be getting all confused here. I don't know. So, but what I'm saying is that we should introduce scarcity. So, for example, we haven't got any 50 square foot, or if we've got 150 square foot, then we should tell the customer that anywhere, if there's anything over 5, forget it. I mean, you could even make a case for 3. So we've said that if we have 5 available, we'll put only 5 available, book now to avoid disappointment, or whatever terminology we use. If there's 4 of it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then we'll put it. Anything over 5, then we won't put it. It just increases that scarcity. And yes, it's something that we've got to do every single day, but it literally takes 2 minutes, because you print out your sheet, you know how many units you've got, from yesterday how many units you had. You've only got 2 75 square foot. Well, if you sold 1, it's only 1 left. So it's very, very easy to do, and you can update it as you go. So if you've got 2 75 square foot left, then and you sell 1, then you go straight on the website. It's just a matter of training your team, and you go straight on the website and you change it to 1. It's not hard to change your website as long as you've got the logins to the back end. It's dead. If I promise you, it sounds scary, but if I can do it, you guys can do it. Anybody can do it. My mum could do it. My grandma could do it. Well, probably not my grandma, but definitely my mum. Yeah, just. So if I can do it, you can do it. And I think we've got to increase scarcity everywhere we can. And we've got to look at things as well. We've got to start questioning how we do things. Just because everybody does it one way in the industry, it doesn't mean that we should follow suit and only do it that way. So always keep an eye out for other industries, what they do, how they behave. I mean, I've learned so much from booking my holiday with what they do with demand pricing on holidays, on holiday websites. It's crazy. If the same IP address logs on to the holiday day after day after day, they increase the price for that IP address. We saw if I logged on from a different place on my mobile phone, never logged on to Jet2 before, we saw a different price than we did on our home computer. It was £100 more on the home computer. Why? Because we've looked at it so many times that they increase the price. They keep increasing the price, and that's a level of scarcity, because you think, if I don't book now, guess what? The price is going to go up. And so you're seeing 2 completely different prices. The holiday industry do this incredibly well. And so we can always learn from that. I'm not saying that we can do things like that, because it'd be incredibly difficult to implement for a self-storage company with low IT. Well, we don't really have any IT department, so. But we can certainly have takeaways. We can certainly learn, and we can certainly start questioning what we do and how we do things, and just be open and be aware of things other people do, not even necessarily your competitors, but in other industries. And what can we implement? What can we bring back to this industry? Don't forget, this industry is very, very young. And so best practices now are going to change from now to 5 years. So if where we do things now are going to be completely different in 5 years. Why? Because we're going to improve. We're going to educate ourselves as an industry, and we're going to learn best practices. And so just because it's always been done like that, just don't stand still. Don't stand still. Let's keep questioning things, and let's keep looking at ways we can optimize and improve. And if we do that, then we'll be ahead of the bell curve, because I promise you there's going to be more and more competition coming in self-storage. And what I need to do personally is keep educating myself, keep learning. I've got an awesome book to read this afternoon about marketing. I want to take time out and learn, educate myself, and see how we can do things better. And I will try and share as much as possible on here. Obviously, there's got to be a level of stuff that I can share and what I can't share, because I do think that, I don't know. I try to share as much as possible, but some things, I don't know. I feel real tight now thinking, some things I've got to hold back from myself. But it's not necessarily things I've got to hold back from myself, but there's things that we implement that I don't get a chance to talk to you about, because there's so many things that's changing all the time. There's so many things that the sales process is changing, what we do, the questions we ask, the callbacks. I can't share everything, because otherwise it would just be a massively long podcast all the time, because we're always iterating, we're always improving, and we're always changing our systems to try and make sure we get better and better and better, and tweaking things, testing things, and saying, okay, the conversions with this, are they any better with this? And I know it's hard to A versus B split testing, because it's different times of the year. And so therefore, if you do 2 weeks now compared to 2 weeks in the future, the demand could be completely different. So I get it, but at least it gives us an insight. At least we're trying. So it's not me not wanting to share everything. It means that I just can't share everything that we do, everything we change, because one, it'd be too boring, and two, it would be too much content. And so just keep an eye out for yourself. What can you learn? What can you educate yourself with? What courses can you go on? What books can you read? What masterminds is it? I don't just mean my mastermind. I'm definitely doing that, by the way. And so there's so much we can improve. There's so much we can iterate. And what I don't want you to do is just sit on your heels and just say, do you know what? This is how we do things in self-storage. I'm expecting the customers to come to me. That might work now, but it might not work in the future. So we've got to improve. All you're doing is you're literally investing in your future by investing in yourself. I say my job for my team is to read books and listen to podcasts. That's basically one of my big jobs that I have to do, because then whatever I learn, we can implement, and some things work, some things don't work. But it's always, I'm a big advocate for always improving. If I don't improve from 1 month to the next, then I feel like I've let myself down, feel like I let my family down, feel like I let the business down, let the team down. And so we want to improve, we want to innovate, we want to try to get that extra 1%, 2% out of different things. And scarcity is definitely the hot thing on my lips at the minute. We can improve it. So that's what we're doing on our website right now. Something that I can tell you about, that we are going to be putting scarcity on there. So if we have 2 units available, we'll be putting 2 units, if it's 3, 4, whatever. So we'll make sure that they understand about scarcity, and we're changing our follow-up process with our emails as well. And if I remember, I will go into that as well. But don't worry, on the mastermind, I will share everything with you guys. We'll have a little playbook or something. So again, on the mastermind, I've got no more details, but I've had some emails off people, and we will be having it. And I don't know when it's going to start, because I'm on holiday quite a lot in the next coming weeks and months. But hopefully, at the very, very latest, it will be in September sometime, when I will have it all dialed down, exactly what we're going to do, cost, etc. But it's going to be fun, because if I improve, you guys improve. If you guys improve, then we all improve as a mastermind group. We all improve as a group. And so I think it's going to be fun. And guess what? I get to talk about self-storage, which is my favorite subject. I love it. All right, guys, girls, have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll speak to you probably tomorrow. I don't actually know what we've got coming up, but I've got so much content to come out, so probably tomorrow. All right, guys, girls, love you, appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.